So we'll start cross-legged, maybe on a block or a cushion if you have something to hand. Take a moment to allow your seat bones to feel supported by the ground beneath you or the blanket, the cushion. And then just let the elbows soften, the palms rest lightly onto the knees or the inner thighs. And if you're comfortable letting the eyes close, just take a moment to let that gaze soften now. Unfurl the shoulders and allow yourself to arrive now on the mat. So if you've just arrived, hi guys, we're just closing our eyes and arriving here in this space. And whilst I was listening to a podcast recently, they explained the breath as being our love letter between the body and mind, which I thought was really beautiful. That it is connected. That with every breath we take, we can have this impact on our mental well-being. So just start to really absorb in that breath today, that full inhale, letting the belly fill up, the chest expand, and that slow exhale. Observing that inhale, noticing the exhale. And we'll just start with this simple moving meditation. If you can, keep the eyes closed. Bring your palms to face up with your elbows just lightly against your sides. We're going to inhale, float the palms up nice and slowly above the head, the crown of the head. Turn the palms down and lightly as you exhale, almost stroke the air with your fingertips. And again, turn the palms up as you inhale, stroking the air with your fingertips. Turning the palms down as you exhale and feel this resistance down through the underneath of your palms. Let's take one more nice and slowly. Breathing in. Let the movement be guided by your breath, and then exhale to lower down. Let the chin roll to your chest. Let your palms slowly reach forwards in front of you. Take your time to come over your knees, over your crossed ankles, and come to meet on an all fours position. So nice and slowly, just starting to gently rock out the hips. Good, and maybe even starting to really warm up into your wrists. And if the eyes are still closed here, just remain in that space where you're really connected to your breath. Allow the body to start to move, but without really having to put too much effort into it and too much thought process. Just simply the breath moving your body in different directions, rolling around the wrist joints. Again, unfurl the shoulders, soften the elbows a little. Breathe in and breathe out. One more, moving directions if you haven't already done so. Breathe. Really getting the body moving today. When you're ready, we're going to come back to an all fours position. Again, unfurl the shoulders away from the ears. Long neck. We're going to slowly hug the right knee into the navel. Almost feel like you have to round through the upper back a little. And then without really moving the hips, see if you can gently draw the right knee out to the right, all the way around towards the back end of your mat, and then back into the center, like we're drawing a circle here with the right knee. Let's take two more. Breathe in. Exhale to center and try to really encourage the abdominal muscles to draw upwards and in to support your back there. Good. Nice. And then that's just little rolls out through that right hip. Extend that right leg away now. Take a long breath in as you lift your gaze. And then exhale, hug the knee into the navel, scoop and round through your upper back for space. We'll lower that right knee. We'll inhale the left knee into the chest and round through the upper back. And then exhale to the left. Nice and slow. And just notice what happens there if you tilt to one side. Can you take it nice and slow and encourage that movement to isolate just around the hip socket? Good. Let's take a few more. Nice breathing, nice and smoothly. Aware of that breath. And then slowly back to the center. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, slide the left leg away. Let your gaze lift forwards. And exhale, rounding, scooping the belly in, round through the upper back for space. And then slowly meet in all fours. Take your hands forwards about a hand's distance as we tuck the toes, spiral around the hips. And then float the knees off the mat. Send your hips to the sky. Spread through your toes, spread through your fingertips as we meet in downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And we're just going to allow the heels of the feet to just slowly roll left to right, right to left. And maybe as you do this, you can start to really feel a stretch into the side waist, maybe even the outer edge of your shins, so just slowly rolling and awakening the body. Good. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Return to center. Start to walk your feet to your hands. See if you can keep the legs nice and straight here. If you need to bend them, obviously you're welcome to do so. But walking the feet slowly. Can you tap the right toes to the right wrist and the left toes to the left wrist? As we meet at the front of our mats, take a breath in and lift your heart forwards. Wonderful, everybody. Exhale, float your heart to your thighs, chin to chest. We're going to roll our spines up like a rag doll, so take your time. Let your head come up very, very last. And then roll out your shoulders. Well done. Spread through the toes. We're going to inhale, float the hands to the sky, lift up. And then with bent knees, exhale, float your hands back and behind. Wiggle through the fingertips. Inhale, reach the hands high, lift up to the sky. And then exhale, fold, reach the hands back and behind. Two more together. So we inhale through the nose and then open the mouth. One more, breathe in nice and tall. And then exhale. Let's interlace the fingers. Stay in your forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. One more deep inhale. Let the shoulder blades draw back and behind. And then exhale, floating the hands down to the ground. Inhale, look forwards, long flat back. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog pose. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. We're going to inhale, roll over the toes to a plank position. So stack the shoulders over the wrists. And then option to lower knees here as we exhale, lower down onto the tummy with control. Slide the forearms forwards. Let the toes spread wide as you inhale to lift your heart as your pelvis is rooted. Wonderful. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Breathe in to all fours. And then exhale, downward facing dog pose. Just check how you're doing. So breathe in, let the hips rise up to the sky. Breathe out as you soften through the knees to encourage your tummy to draw backwards to the thighs. Wonderful. Again, inhale, let the hips draw high. And then roll the shoulders away, unfurl the shoulders away from your ears. Well done. So option to lower your knees here, and like we did before, we're working through the hip and the knee. We're going to inhale the right leg to the sky. And then as we exhale, hug the knee into the navel, scoop and round your back for space and hover in this plank pose. We're then going to draw the left heel back. You're back in a three-legged down dog, but the heel of the right heel is towards your buttocks. Ground through the fingertips and then open your right knee like a peeing dog, slowly opening the right knee to the right side. And then starting to inhale the right knee to navel. If you wish to hover in your plank, you're welcome to. And then draw the right heel back as we open again into that right side. Try to notice what happens in your shoulders, so keep the shoulders square. And just one more, breathe in. And breathe out. This time on your inhale, you're going to slowly step the right foot forwards, nice and slow. Press through your toes, hug the abdominals in, and we're going to inhale, rise up to our high lunge. Well done. As you exhale, let the back knee soften a little, let the elbows draw to your side waist. And like our moving meditation, maybe the eyes are closed if you have that balance. If not, gazing forwards, breathe in. Float the fingertips up. And then exhale, press the back heel away as you stroke the air with your fingertips. We inhale now, rise up off that back foot, back leg straight. And then exhale, extend the back heel away as we again find that stroking of the air through the fingertips. One more, breathe in. And then breathing out. You're going to inhale, rise up, take both hands to the sky. And then slowly draw the back heel down and then open the palms wide to warrior two. Try and again roll the shoulders away, soften through the fingertips so there's no clinging and gripping through the hands. And we're going to straighten both legs as we inhale, rise up with the fingertips. And then exhale to your warrior two. Breathe in, press down through all 10 toes. A little bit more into that right big toe joint and then exhale. One more together, lightly lifting, stroking the air with your fingertips. And then exhale. We're going to take the right elbow to the right thigh and then taking that left palm and just gently stroking around the back of your back, or maybe even reaching the fingertips to your right thigh, your right hip crease. And then roll your heart to the sky. Avoid collapsing into this right side. And let's breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Well done, guys. Breathe out. Always an option there if you prefer to have a block beneath your right palm, you're welcome to. Let's take one more breath in. And then exhale. Take that left hand to the sky. Square your torso over your right side. And then we're going to float both hands to the floor. Gently, when you're ready, just lightly tiptoe the back foot forwards. Maybe here is where you may wish to have a brick to hand as we take the right hand in front of the right foot. Engage the core and just lightly float the left leg off the mat. And let's just lightly pop ourselves up with a few breaths as we're still warming up. So lightly bending that supported leg and then popping yourself up a few times. Ground through the right toes, and then when you're ready, float the left foot off and exhale, hold. Maybe you can take the left hand to the left hip. Maybe you can start to stack the left buttock over the right buttock and then encourage some space and length under the right side of your waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh, it's tricky trying to look at you whilst I'm balancing. So slowly, stay for one more breath. Let me check in. Reach away through that back leg. Well done, everyone. And then when you're ready, float the left leg away. Inhale, rise up, right hand to the sky, reverse your warrior, look to your fingertips. And exhale, that float the palms down. Well done. Breathe and step back, downward facing dog. And exhale, find your downward dog. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to inhale, float over the toes, find your plank pose. Option to lower knees or lower through your plank all the way to the mat. Ground your pelvis, float the fingertips forwards. This time elbows can come off the mat as we inhale. Wide-armed cobra. Wonderful. Exhale, float your heart to the ground. Inhale, press up to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, everyone. We're going to inhale, option to lower knees if you prefer. Sweep the left leg to the sky. And then exhale, hug the knee into the navel and scoop and round through the upper back. Good. This time ground towards the back, the right heel. Left knee bent, left heel to buttocks. And then opening out to the left side. Like a peeing dog again. We're going to let the inhale draw the weight forwards if you wish to come into a plank. And then exhale, send the left knee open out to the side. One more. Inhale forwards to your plank. Draw the right heel down as you open through your left side. This time inhale forwards to plank and then step your left foot forward. Well done. We're going to slowly, when you're ready, ground through the feet. Inhale, rise up, find your high lunge now with that left foot forwards. Good. Try to now find a focal point to keep your gaze there and focused. We're going to breathe in. And then exhale, let the elbows draw back and behind. Fingertips light and soft. Rise up on the inhale, so come nice and tall on that back foot. And then exhale, draw the heel away. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. And imagine again still you're stroking the air with your fingertips. Breathe out. Well done. Staying focused there. Hug the abdominals in for one last breath. And then as you exhale, send that right palm behind, open through to your warrior two. Well done. So nice and slowly, we're going to press through both feet as we inhale to float the hands to the sky. The front leg straightens. And then exhale, create space into the front body as you meet in warrior two. And again, inhale, rise. Exhale, open wide. Well done. Last time together, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let the left elbow draw down to the left thigh. Again, try not to collapse here, so find space under the waist. And then option to now take that right palm, maybe just to the sacrum, or maybe you can wrap it to meet at your left hip crease. Press away through your back heel, press into that front big toe, and then roll your heart to the sky. Breathe, and if you're out there in your garden, feel that sunshine on your skin. Breathe in, breathe out. Well done, everyone, lovely. Try to again maintain that length through both of your side waists. Draw the heart to the sky for one more breath. Well done. We're going to exhale, start to windmill the right palm forwards as we square the hips and then reach the palms to the ground. Tiptoe the back foot forwards. Option to have your block there now with the left palm. And you're just going to, almost like a seesaw, just rock your weight forwards and back. Bring the weight into that left foot. Play a little by popping the right foot off the floor. Really starting to feel the activation through the thighs and the glutes on the left side. And then when you feel ready, if it's something you want to practice today, ground through the left leg, but try not to collapse. Lift away from the ground And maybe you can float the right leg away. Flex through the foot. Maybe the right hand can come off the ground to the right hip. And then see if you can stack that right hip over the left. Ooh, have a little wobble like me. And breathe in. It's easier if you do look down to the ground. Breathe out. Well done, everyone. Maybe there's a wall nearby that you can use for one more breath in. And then as you exhale, lightly place the right leg away. Inhale, sweep the left hand to the sky as we find our reverse warrior. Wonderful, breathe in. And then exhale, let's windmill the palms to the ground, square the hips. Breathe in, lift the left foot. And exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, everyone. Holding in your down dog. One breath in. Shut the window. One breath out. Inhale, come forwards to your plank pose. Option to lower knees, or maybe now you want to come into your chaturanga. So let the elbows hover your sideways. Shoulders are back. You sweep over your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders back. And then exhale, hug the belly in, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. From here now, you're going to see if you can just keep the hands where they are, but just turn your left heel slightly onto the instep. So you've got it to about a 45-degree angle, your left foot. We're then going to inhale, sweep the right leg to the sky. And then exhale, draw the right heel towards your buttocks. So this might already feel enough for you. If you want to give yourself a little bit of a challenge, ground the right palm. See if you can slowly walk your left fingertips back towards that left foot. Again, maybe that's enough. Or maybe you can work towards taking now the left palm to the right foot. And then lift your gaze. Woo! And breathe. So, yeah, that drawing of the heel in slightly really gives you that little bit extra balance. The left hand may stay grounded at the floor, or maybe you can work towards taking the right foot behind. Breathe in. And then exhale, that slowly step the right foot forwards. Nice and slow. Well done, everyone. Lower the back knee to begin with. Take the foot on the instep of your palms. And just sway your weight forwards and back, nice and slow. Good. From here, we're going to let the breath guide your right heel off the floor. So you inhale, right heel lifts, and then exhale, right heel draws down. So I want to really stretch into the ball of that right foot. And then option to lift the back knee now as you do this. So inhale, rise up on the right tiptoes, and then exhale, press back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back, and the whole time really tracking that hip, knee and ankle in one straight line. Well done. One more breath. And then exhale. Let's place the right foot down. Option to keep the heel down or keep the heel lifted, and see if you can float the right palm to the sky. Yes, well done, everyone. Breathe in. Send the back of that left kneecap up to the sky for one more breath. Wonderful, everyone. Exhale to release. You're going to slowly sweep that right leg back. Take it to plank. Breathe in. And then option to lower knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, float the heart up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let the weight of your head guide you back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Coming to the other side, so spreading through the fingertips. Starting to turn the right heel in. So you've got that 45-degree angle on your right foot. Inhale, sweep the left leg to the sky. And then exhale, draw the heel to your buttocks. And maybe this is enough for you here. Feel free to grab a drink if you want to just take a break. But otherwise, see if you can slowly walk your right fingertips back. I can already feel a big wobble. So take it easy. Breathe. Option to now float the right foot, palm rather, to the left foot. Press the foot into the hand and then roll your heart forwards as you breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to release the right palm. Inhale, the left leg slowly steps forwards. And then exhale, release the right knee. Well done, everyone. Take the hands on the instep of your left knee. And then bringing that weight forwards and backwards. So again, finding that traction of that line of the hip, knee and ankle in one straight line. We're going to play a little bit with lifting that left heel again, so spreading through the ball on the left foot, and then exhale, drawing the weight back. Good. And just play with that now. If you want to explore by lifting the back knee, you're welcome to again rise up on the inhale to the left foot, and then exhale, draw back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lovely, good effort, everyone. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, coming to hold now. Option to keep the left foot grounded, or you can lift the heel off the mat and then slowly sweep the left hand to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, lift the back of that kneecap up to the sky for one more breath. And then exhale, release. Nice and slowly. See if you can just take the foot off the floor. And then exhale, step back, plank. Inhale a breath. Exhale, chaturanga, shoulders back. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs are off the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, everybody. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your breath. Let's just take a slow release down on the knees. Take a few moments to connect back to your breath in child's pose. Give your wrists a little wiggle and roll. We've done a little bit, quite a bit of weight bearing there. Breathe in. Breathe out. A couple of wrist circles if need be. Well done. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. And slow breath out. Good, everybody. When you're ready, spread your fingertips nice and wide. Lift up onto your fingertips. Lift the elbows. And then inhale, come forwards to all fours, nice and slow. We'll step the right foot forwards on the instep of the palms. Again, that little sway back and forth. And you might want to keep the back knee down. You might want to block in front, but see if you can walk the hands forwards a little bit more as we come to lizard pose. And this may be enough for you here. Maybe that feels enough to deep stretch into the hip. Otherwise, if you can, let the elbows lower down. Feel free to maybe have a block or bolster beneath your forearms as well. Just take a moment to breathe space into the heart center, the chest, and then see if you can ground those right toes. There's a tendency for them to want to lift up. Good. Nice and slow. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Option to lift the back knee off the floor and extend the back heel away. Good. This is where you have an option now to have a little cheeky arm balance, if that's what you'd like to practice today. So if it's in your practice, here in your lizard prep, you can start to hug your right shoulder beneath the right knee. Take your palms underneath the shoulders, and you're going to send the right toes away and balancing there on your forearms, your elbows. Breathe in, breathe out. Try not to face plant the floor. I always did. So your lizard prep will allow you to really get that space to place the shoulder underneath the knee. Palms rooted down, extend the right leg away, pop the left foot off the floor. Quite simply like that. I wish I was there to really give you some extra help, but it's so difficult looking at a screen. So one more moment, if you're still here in your lizard, allowing that weight to shift back and forth, breathing in, breathing out. Well done. When you're ready, send the right knee back, roll around into the hips. Maybe you feel some little clicks and creaks into your hips there. Breathe and breathe out. Well done. Let's send our left foot forwards. On the instep again of that left side. Let the weight shift forwards and back. And then explore, if you wish to, take the palms forwards a little bit here. Maybe you've got that space to allow the elbows to lower into your lizard pose. But again, just really try and encourage your heart to lengthen forward. So rather than this sort of collapsing and shoulders lifted up to the ears, draw down through the elbows and encourage the heart to lengthen forwards. Again, there's always that option to have a bolster beneath the forearms to lift the ground up towards you. And then option, if you want to, is lift the back knee and extend the back leg away. And then walking your left arm underneath the left thigh, lifting the left foot away as now your weight draws down through the elbows. Ooh. And then float the right foot off the floor. Again, I'm pretty close to the floor there. So slowly, if you're still there in your lizard, take a few more moments. Practice if you want the arm balancing. Breathe in. Well done, everybody. Slowly we'll send the left knee back. Sway out your hips a little. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press your seat back to the ground. Keep your gaze lifted. And then taking your forearms together. So you're holding onto your forearms here. So you have an option now to meet in downward dog, or we'll come into dolphin pose. So taking those elbows shoulder width apart, palms pressing down, fingertips rooted down, and then slowly lifting up as if you're in your downward facing dog, but we've got our forearms down here. And similar to what we were doing in the lizard prep, try not to collapse into the shoulders so that the shoulders are up by the ears. So think about firmly rooting down through the elbows and then drawing the weight up and away from the ground rather than collapsing there. Really nice, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to explore a little bit more here, you can walk your tiptoes in a little bit closer towards your face. That's it. And you're working towards just eventually encouraging your hips to line up above your shoulders. Some of you may have it in your practice, so please, only if it's in your practice, you're welcome to come up into your forearm balance. But otherwise, explore there, being in dolphin pose, extending out through the legs, trying not to sink into the shoulders. If you do have it in your practice for your forearm balance, remember hips to be above the shoulders before your weight is taken off the ground. And I just like to practice sometimes just simply rising up on my tiptoes, feeling the upper back really activate, core engaged, and maybe just floating one foot off the floor. So you can play with that, just floating one foot off the floor at a time. Well done, everyone. Love that you're giving it a go. Well done. Breathe in, breathe out. That's it. Good, Sarah. Yeah, good effort. Well done, everyone. So Chris, if you can take your elbows a little bit closer so they don't splay out. Yeah, that's better. Great. That's also quite a common thing, that when you start to then lift your weight, your elbows splay out. So try to encourage the elbows to stay shoulder width apart. And again, draw the weight down, press firmly. Imagine your forearms are actually almost like big feet. That's how I like to think of it. So my weight is firm, and then it's easier to come up without that scrunching around the shoulder blades. Yeah, lovely. Well done, everybody. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Good. And exhale. If you're up in a forearm balance, in your dolphin pose, slowly lower your knees to the ground. We're going to take the palms, with the elbows down rather, and slowly come to lie onto your belly, nice and slowly with control. Good. So take your right arm, lengthening it on the mat in a straight line away from your shoulder. Left palm planted beneath your left shoulder with the elbows slightly lifted. And then from here, hug the left heel towards your buttocks. Let's take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to guide your left foot behind you to almost meet towards your right fingertips. Maybe you can let your head rest so your right cheek comes to the mat. And if that feels too much across the chest, then just don't take it so far. Maybe you just are, that's enough stretch for you already with your hips grounded. If it feels okay to send the left foot across the body, open the left knee to the sky and breathe for a few deep breaths. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. When you're ready, nice and slowly let the left knee hug back to the center. Lying back on your tummy, forehead now resting on your palms. And just rock out your hips nice and slow. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're going to take the left arm now away in one line with the shoulder. Right palm underneath the right shoulder, elbow hugging to your side waist. And then hug the right heel to your buttocks. Take a deep breath in. And then let's exhale, slowly send the right foot behind towards your left palm. Again, if it's too much there onto the front of your chest, then feel free to stay with just the arm extended, hips grounded. If that feels okay there, sending that right foot behind. Breathing here. Breathing out, letting that left cheek just rest to the mat. Again, breathing in. Breathing out. Well done, everyone. Last breath here. And out. We're going to slowly, when you're ready, draw the weight back to the mat. Palms beneath your forehead. Rock your hips from side to side slowly. Just give your navel, your pelvis a bit of a massage, rocking from side to side. Good. Extend the left arm in front of you, right palm beneath your shoulder. And then nice and slowly roll yourself over to lie onto your backs, nice and carefully. Bringing the feet to about hip distance apart, your back lengthened and long, your toes rooted down. Take a full breath in. And then exhale fully. Hug the abdominals in, lengthen the spine, and slowly float your hips to the sky. your bridge pose. Take a breath here. Breath out. Keep lengthening the tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Knees parallel. And then for the next inhale, we're going to sweep the hands to the sky. And then exhale, reach back and behind so that whole front body is open. Armpits stretching, opening through the chest, taking a breath here. And then nice and slowly, as we lower the arms, lower the upper back, the mid back. Tuck the tummy in, and then the tailbone is last to meet the mat. Let your palms release to the floor, and then let your head just lightly rock from side to side there. You're going to slowly take your right knee to your chest, squeeze the right knee in, and just draw circles with your right knee there. Nice and slow, massaging around that ball and socket joint. Good. Let the left leg extend away. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze the knee in, and then as you exhale, float the knee across your body, so over to the left side. As you inhale, the right hand is going to sweep round like a big circle up over your head, and then floating it back down to your right side, hopefully opening through the front of your chest, maybe even into the glute, the right glute. And don't worry about the right knee touching the floor, that's not so important. You can support it with your hand or with a brick. But let the right shoulder root down, let your gaze turn to the right. Breathe in space into that front body. And then exhale, feel your right cheek rest a little bit closer to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, hug the right knee all the way back to the center. Scoop the belly in. And then exhale, bringing that left knee to your chest, right foot rooted down. And just start to draw circles now into that left side. So hopefully you can all see okay. We're coming into this one knee twist. So if it's difficult to see there. So you've got your left knee now hugging into your chest. Your right leg extended away. So take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale now. Let the right knee twist across the center of your body over to your right side. Sorry, I should have said left knee twists over the body. Take the left hand, sweep it up over your head, drawing a full circle. And then exhale, relax that left arm. Let your gaze turn to the left. And breathe space into that front body. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Allow your left cheek to rest a little bit closer to the floor. Good, nice and slowly scoop the belly in, hug the left knee to your chest, and then squeeze both knees in as you rock on your back and massage your back. When you're ready, we're going to let the soles of the feet come to the floor. Option to bring the feet together and to open your knees to a butterfly. Or maybe extend the legs away as we take a few moments to rest in our Shavasana. So taking any layers if you wish, if you need any. You're welcome to have the arms open away from the body, fingertips lightly curled, shoulders relaxed. Your breath, the love letter between the body and the mind. Allow everything to start to slow down now, the breath included. Good, let the eyes close. Feeling the breath is now natural. Observing the inhale, the exhale. Even observing that space in between. Allow the ground to hold you and support you beneath you. That in this moment, knowing that you are enough. Everything you need is right here in this moment. Feeling soft yet heavy and fully relaxed. Begin to now deepen your breath. Just becoming aware of how you're feeling, how still you may feel. Take a moment to observe your breath and any sounds that you may notice around you. Noticing that quality of the breath, textures, tastes, any smells around you, the touch of the mat beneath you, the ground beneath you. Let your head lightly rock from side to side to slowly awaken your body back into this present moment. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. When you're ready, let your arms reach up over your head, taking a deep breath in. Stretching the legs away if you haven't already done so, and then exhale to release. Take a nice big yawn to stretch your jaw, and then hug your knees in as you lightly rock on your back from side to side. And then quietly rest over to one side, so your knees rest down, your cheek to the ground. And then slowly coming to press your way up to a seated position. So maybe you've got your block again or your brick that you've come to sit on. And then just taking a moment to sit tall and elegant through your spine. Unfurl the shoulders. Aware of the breath and the stillness that you can take with you now throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Take your hands to prayer at the heart and just rub your palms together to build up a bit of heat and a bit of warmth into your palms. Place the palms over your eyes, inviting in that welcoming softness for your gaze. Breathing in And breathing out, palms to your heart center, giving thanks to this practice that we can all share as we bow to the earth. Namaste.